For today's cup of coffee, we have, I thought this was funny. Daily Mail, and this is by Lauren Haughey. Haughey? Something like that. March the 14th of 2023. And we had actually covered this story quite a few cups before. And this was about the first robot lawyer. And actually, they had them in China for quite a while, but this was the first one, I think, in the United States. Well, it's now being sued. It says a robot that was set to make history for advising the first defendant in court with artificial intelligence has now been accused of operating without a law degree. The AI-powered app Do Not Pay faces allegations that it is masquerading as a licensed practitioner in a class action case filed by the U.S. law firm Edelson. The chatbot-style tool is centered around making legal information and self-help accessible to support consumers fighting against large corporations. But Chicago-based law firm Edelson has claimed the service is unlawful, and the company itself has substandard legal documents. In a file published by the Superior Court of the State of California for the County of San Francisco, the complaint stated, quote, "Unfortunately for its customers, Do Not Pay is not actually a robot, a lawyer, nor a law firm. Do Not Pay does not have a law degree, is not barred in any jurisdiction, and is not supervised by any lawyer," end quote. But Chicago-based law firm Edelson has claimed the service is unlawful, and the company itself has substandard legal documents. Former Stanford University student Joshua Browder, he founded Do Not Pay in 2015 and initially intended it for an appeal of parking tickets in the UK. Since then, the company has expanded to the U.S. and now can give advice on a number of other subjects, including delayed flights, workplace rights, and misleading advert claims. While Do Not Pay was set to make history for advising the first defendant with a robot lawyer in court, this did not go ahead due to jail threats. China has been the first to use artificial intelligence in the courtroom. In January, Mr. Browder tweeted, quote, "Bad news. After receiving threats from state bar prosecutors, it seems likely they will put me in jail for 6 months if I follow through with bringing a robot lawyer into a physical courtroom," end quote. Jonathan Ferradon, who filed the Edelson lawsuit against Do Not Pay, added that he had personally used Do Not Pay's services to draft a discrimination complaint, a small claims filing, and a number of other legal documents. Mr. Ferradon has said that he believed he was purchasing legal documents and services that would be a fit for use from a lawyer that was competent to provide them, but did not receive that. Now, did he really believe that? It's an app. Did he really believe that? The March 3rd file continued, quote, "Sadly, Do Not Pay misses the point. Providing legal services to the public without being a lawyer or even supervised by a lawyer is reckless and dangerous. And it has real-world consequences for the customers it hurts." One customer who posted an online review used Do Not Pay's legal services to dispute 2 parking tickets. According to his account, his fines actually increased because Do Not Pay failed to respond to the ticket summons. The customer then canceled his account, but Do Not Pay continued to charge a subscription fee. Do Not Pay's service then reversed another customer's arguments in her parking ticket dispute. Where she had intended to argue she was not at fault, Do Not Pay's services instead admitted fault, and the customer had to pay a resulting $114 fine. As of the time of writing, Do Not Pay's website still refers to itself as the world's first robot lawyer and continues to offer these legal products to the public, casting doubt on its intention to stop masquerading as a licensed practitioner, end quote. The Edelson lawsuit also stated that Do Not Pay's founder is not a lawyer. In response, Mr. Browder tweeted that the claims have no merit, adding that Do Not Pay would not be bullied by America's richest class action lawyer, referring to Jay Edelson, who founded the firm. He said, quote, "Time and time again, the only people that win are the lawyers, so I wanted to do something about it. Building the Do Not Pay robot lawyer to empower consumers to take on corporations of their own. This put my target on my back, and Edelson began a campaign to stop us. Usually the best response would be to stay quiet/settle. Edelson has successfully sued Google, Amazon, and Apple for billions. The NYT, or the New York Times, calls him the most feared lawyer in Silicon Valley. But Do Not Pay is not going to be bullied by America's richest class action lawyer. So we're fighting back. We have the receipts, have nothing to hide, and we'll defend ourselves. We may even use our robot lawyer in the case," end quote. Jay Edelson said the firm understood that Do Not Pay would try to distract from its misconduct once a lawsuit had been filed. He told the Insider, quote, "We understand when we filed suit that Josh and Do Not Pay would try to distract from their misconduct in any way possible. They attacked our client and are now attacking me," end quote. Mr. Edelson also told Mail Online, "The core of our claim is that Josh is selling junk services. A quick glance at the Better Business Bureau's reviews makes our case as well as anything else could. In the end, we are confident that we will prove to a jury that Do Not Pay does not work." Mail Online has approached Do Not Pay for comment. This was a most interesting case, and because it's an app, you've got to wonder about the mentality of some of the people that are using this, because there's a big difference between disputing a parking ticket and some of these other services. And in this case, I would have to side with the attorneys, as much as that pains me. For those of you who may not have had dealings with attorneys, God bless you. I hope that you never do. And I know there are some good attorneys out there. There really are. But in my world, some of the experiences that me and my family have had, they're right up there with snakes. Yeah, they're reptilians. I think lots of them are reptilians. But in this case, little dude who has designed Do Not Pay, he's probably not going to win. Especially if you do have consumers that were charged for a service. I don't know, maybe he had this huge licensing agreement or something, and people, like a lot of us do with online services, we just click the "yeah, I accept it" without actually reading it. It's always a good thing to read it at least once. So he may have covered his ass legally through some of those things, and then it's buyer beware. But if he was promising services and not delivering, then yeah, I think he's going to get his ass handed to him on this one. As far as him being the little guy taking on the big guys, I think it's a dangerous thing on this. So yeah, robot lawyers. Do I believe that at some point that the AI technology will be to where a lot of these cases can be handled through a robot lawyer instead of an actual one? Yes. Is that technology here today? Apparently not. And it's apparently not through this Do Not Pay app. And as far as it being filed in San Francisco, I think San Francisco has enough troubles of its own. They really need to do what they're doing instead of taking on something like this. If you've had experiences with the paranormal or supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, robot lawyers, you can send me an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. And the email address is there in the description box, as will be the link to the article. Stay out of trouble, folks. That's the best way. You know, it's like attorneys and stuff. Don't be near them. Police, don't be near them. Best way to block a punch, don't be there. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm really, really enjoying the comments. And BitChute, folks, you all are just coming to the front. Thank you. That lets me know who's out there, and I appreciate it. Love you guys. Whether you own any platform, you're loved. Thank you for taking the time to have coffee with us. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup. Bye.